Hi Leah, I wanted to just go over a couple of questions on your test for your logs. You did a really good job. Congratulations, you're finished the third unit, so you're more than halfway through the course, and I'll be generating a midterm report card for you that you'll probably receive next week, okay? Just be careful, question 1A, this number here, the log base 2 of 32 equals 5, that means that the base is 2, the exponent is 5, and that should equal 32. And you can check that on your calculator. 32 doesn't equal 5 squared, so that would be how you would pick up on that, okay? The same thing here for B, just make sure you have a negative in front of the 4, because it's 3 to the negative 4 equals 1 over 81. 3 to the 4 would equal 81. Let's scroll down to the second page. Everything else on this page looks really good. And here we are on the second page. And the only thing that I wanted to point out to you here for this one is that, I don't know why that thing is in the way. Sorry, I'm just learning how to use this software. When you're solving the quadratic equation here, you did a great job, and that's all perfect. And the roots are x equals minus 3 and x equals 5. The only thing is you've got to check and make sure that both of these roots will work in a log situation. And one of the things we have to watch for, just like, we can't have a function where we have x in the denominator, so we end up dividing by 0, so we want to say x is not equal to 0. That kind of thing. There's a restriction on the logarithm function, and that is that we can't have negative logs. And so you got to be careful there and check your roots. If we put minus 3 into the first log here, we get log base 2 of minus 5, and that doesn't have any real value. So what we do is we discard the x equals minus 3 root, and we just call it inadmissible, and we move on and say x equals 5 is the only answer possible. So the same thing here for 6b. If you have x equals plus or minus 6, that's absolutely correct. That's the solution to the previous line. But minus 6 is going to give us trouble when we try to put it into the equation for log of x squared. We can't have the log of a negative. If you have a positive base, you can never get a negative answer. And so we have to discard that as well. Okay, so here we are on page 3, and everything looks really good. You have a really good understanding of this. Ironic that we're talking about earthquakes in number 8 when we've had so many earthquakes in the last week or so. That kind of makes it really current, I guess. And you seem to have a really good understanding of all of this stuff, and that's just perfect. Last page, everything looks really good there too. So all in all, a really good test. Just wanted a chance to explain to you those 2 or 3 little minor things that just to watch for as you go forward, and the logs and the exponentials will show up again on your final exam. So it's good to make a note of that stuff. Okay, thanks Leah, and you're almost there. 2 more units to go.